Hello, I'm no Jake. This is my save file at 100% with all the achievements too. And in this video, after I completed the game on hard mode, in this video I want to show you how to actually complete the game at 100% to complete the bestiary, right? So, essentially, if you do all the quests, you explore well and you defeat all the enemies at least once, you'll have the bestiary, but there is a problem. The problem is that there is an enemy that you can't fight. You can't fight and find. And this enemy is this thing here. These two enemies are the evolved forms of other enemies. So for example, there is this Tadpole here in Milo's Woods. This thing can evolve on another enemy, but you find his evolved form already, always in Milo's Woods, on a portion on the left of the map, where you can get there using your abilities, your vessels, right? So you find this guy already evolved, so it is very easy to find and defeat and get the entry. But you don't find the Lizardon. So what we'll do now is that I will show you how to get this entry, so that you complete your bestiary, and then I will show the location and all the enemies of the bestiary, so that you will learn eventually if you're missing something how to find them. So we are in Dura Gorge. I don't know if it's pronounced correctly, I hope. We just need to head towards the end of the map, on a place where the Tadpole, Tadpole, I think it's Tadpole with the O, spawns. And then, if you're low level, you can use Half Moon. You can try to poison the enemies. And essentially, when they are very low, under a quarter of their HP or something like that, they will transform eventually. So that's what you need to do. I will show you the setup. I'm very strong right now. I defeated the super final boss in like less than 3 minutes or something like that. So my setup is extremely strong, but essentially you just need to change protection to stay alive. Don't use Karina because Ranko with attack. So put staying alive here and control him, Motre, and just use this spell. Always on the same target. 3 times. One more. As you can see, usually the characters don't attack if you choose to stay alive. Now let's low the HP of the other one. But I think it is already evolving, look. See? Oh my god. And we are done. You just do this and they evolve. And that's it, very easily. So that's it, essentially. And now I will just show you the bestiary, so you can confront your bestiary with the one I have here. So that way you will be able to check if there is something you're missing. And here you have written the location to help you go find the engine. That's it. Thank you in advance for taking a look at this content. As I say always, I wish you the best. And if you want, you can check other contents. You can check my full run on hard mode, or for the 100% on this game, where I found all the little cactus by myself without using any guides and completed everything by myself. And now I wanted to play expert mode, so I don't know, maybe when you see this content you will also find my run in expert mode. I don't really know. If you want to also see what I think about the game, you can check some of the last episodes of my main run, around episode 24, 23, and there I say a lot of things about oh, I think this game good is, because it is really amazing. I think this is like having the real Final Fantasy 16. Not that Final Fantasy 16 is not an amazing game, but it's not a Final Fantasy. Instead, this one was a real Final Fantasy experience, essentially. With the party, an amazing, lovely story, and an amazing gameplay full of strategy and interesting combination and things you can do. And there is also an amazing new game plus, and expert mode is very difficult, so you can challenge yourself and enjoy the combat system even more. Some people are struggling with finding these things here. Shadow Zero is a boss, if I'm not wrong, or maybe, yes, Shadow Zero is a boss. Shapeshifter is the first you find, and then this other one, 01, you find him on the floating island of Ulul, because later on the enemies change in that island. The same way the enemies change also in the sanctuary, like the place before the mana tree. So check these areas later too, after you go ahead in the game, because you'll find new enemies. Now, all the nemesis. This essentially was the last nemesis and also the last ancient ruin boss. And now the bosses. So we're almost to the end, so a few more information to help you complete the game 100%. After you enter chapter 10, I don't know if you have to complete chapter 10. You need to complete the game and then you will unlock the chapter 10. After you do that, you can fight the Black Rabbit in the distorted sanctuary, Mountain Gala. There is an entrance on a wheel. So you need to defeat this guy here. To defeat him, try to, I don't know, put as many buffs on one of your characters with class strikes buffs, attack buffs, so that you, every time you refill your final, you do a lot of damage. And try to use the crystalline spell that makes you immortal. Audrey has one of these. You can also buy, in the Grizzly Syrup guys, the last elemental vessel things. And this will be useful because they will help you get really strong, because if you complete the elemental vessel thing, what you can do essentially is to have classes get abilities from all the classes. Like you can have the main class equipped like this, and you can change the final move. You can swap weapon type, sorry, and also change the elemental vessel. So you can create an hybrid monster essentially. And thank you to this buffing motor like crazy, with a series of combination, I managed to do a really crazy amount of damage and kill the final super boss super fast through this series of combination of abilities. I show you an example. See, for example, you get these things here, 1, 2, 3, and there are a lot of buffs to the attack you do, especially if you are full HP. That helps you stay safe and do a lot of damage. This is the spell Crystalline that makes you immortal. You can also find a seed about this thing. I don't remember where. Maybe I don't know. Check information online. If you give the seed to Karina, and then you unlock this thing here, special effects cast on an ally will also be cast on self. What happens is that essentially she casts this spell, for example, on Val, and she also casts this spell on herself. So thank you to this combination, you can very fast makes your characters immortal with a single spell, and Modra can use the spell on himself. So you just fight, when you see that this spell is about to disappear, you cast it again. Modra on himself, and Karina casts this on Val. And so essentially they become always immortal for the Yule fight. Plus, Modra here has this other thing that makes them immune to knockback. Essentially they can never be stopped when they get attacked. They are always immortal and just need to replenish their MPs. And this is a way, for example, Karina like this will always have HP, or you can use a few items. And you should be strong enough to defeat very strong enemies with Modra alone by just keep attacking. Another amazing item, you find this on Nicholas, is this thing here. There are these kind of items that essentially give the stats of other characters. Now, I don't really know why the stats look pretty low, to be fair. I don't think it is, because I think I was close to 1000. Maybe I need to remove this and put this back. Or maybe it is some kind of glitch, I don't know. So essentially what you can do is give, for example, Modra the stats of Val. That has a lot of attack. This is very strange. Maybe because he's not full HP, I don't know. I was close to 1000, to be fair. But you can use these tricks to do crazy things, for example. Just a few more tips. And you find these items in Nicholas' boutique, always in chapter 10, after you complete the game. So, this was the full bestiary, and the full tips and information to help you try to complete the game. As always, again, I wish you the best. I wish you the best already before, in case you turned off, you didn't check the end of the video. I'm no Jake. If you want to subscribe, comment, we can talk about whatever you want, and have a nice day. And that's it. I prolonged myself way too more. Bye bye.